Most bizarre, deadly weapons. Bat bombs. The bat bomb was an experimental weapon used in World War II by the United States. The bat bomb consisted of a bomb-shaped casing with over 1,000 compartments, each containing a live bat with a small, timed incendiary bomb attached to it. The bomb would be released from a plane with a parachute, which would open and free the bats. The incendiary bombs would start fires in a 20 to 40 mile radius. Kamikaze dogs. The Soviet Union, the US Army, and Iraq have all used dogs at some point in their military's existence. Rather than risk men to carry explosives to tanks during times of war, dogs were trained to complete the tasks given, and they were quicker and more agile than humans. The dog would run up to a military vehicle or platoon and ultimately explode. Poison pens. These deadly pens were exposed in a CNN segment as tools in an assassin's toolkit in North Korea. One pen actually has a tiny needle that lets off a poison into its victim once it's injected with a single prick. The other poison pen works as a dart, as it is a poison-filled bullet. This is a weapon you would likely see in a James Bond movie. Flashlight gun. Secret agents in North Korea were known to use the flashlight gun, with each hole in the flashlight being an actual gun barrel that is set off just using a simple push of a button. Agents could openly carry their weapons without anyone having a clue. Puckle gun. The puckle gun may have a funny name, but it was quite a deadly weapon in the 1700s. This gun was mounted on a tripod and was designated to shoot two types of bullets. Round shells were designated to target Christians, and cube shells targeted at Muslims. The cube bullets were considered to be much more damaging. Pocket watch gun. The pocket watch gun is a weapon for the most refined gentlemen. Thanks to the rise of the steampunk movement, we now have become more aware of this tiny concealed gun. While history doesn't elaborate on exactly how popular the pocket watch gun was in the early days, it can be assumed that only the finest of the fine used it. Stench weapon. The one thing that seems to be universal for all of us around the world is that we have similar reactions to smell. One of the most powerful weapons was a stench weapon created by the French resistance during World War II against the Germans. The stench was used as a distractor to invade land and overpower armies. The umbrella sword. If you find yourself in need of defending yourself on a rainy day, the umbrella sword should be on your list for your next purchase. Even though the umbrella sword is mainly for entertainment these days, the history of the weapon involved many casualties. From the mob to the government, this sword was a discreet way to execute your hits, even on a rainy day. Lipstick gun. This bizarre, deadly weapon was made immortal in a plethora of spy movies since the 1950s. This is the real deal, and the lipstick gun was used by KGB operatives during the Cold War. It was considered to be the ultimate kiss of death, as the 4.5mm gun was shot at unsuspecting people.